Humanity did not mean to start a war. It began with a signal, an accidental pulse from a deep space mining vessel orbiting the uncharted world of Kalar. A simple calibration test misfired, transmitting an ancient alien frequency buried beneath the planet's crust. Within seconds, the stars themselves seemed to shift. Unknown to us, that signal was a declaration of conquest, one used by a long-dead empire. And now, across the galaxy, someone had answered. The response came faster than light. Entire alien fleets emerged from folded space along the outer colonies, their vessels shaped like living blades. Cities on Mars Prime watched in frozen terror as orbit darkened with warships older than human civilization. No warning, no diplomacy. Only a single transmission repeated in thousands of languages. The Conqueror has returned. Humanity had unknowingly claimed a throne soaked in ancient blood. The United Earth fleet mobilized, but against the alien Armada our ships looked fragile, almost primitive. Railgun cruisers and plasma carriers formed defensive lines near Jupiter's shipyards. Admiral Reyes understood the truth no one dared speak. This was not an invasion. It was retribution. The ancient signal humanity triggered belonged to a tyrant species exterminated millennia ago. By sending it, we had declared ourselves their heirs. The first battle shattered any illusion of balance. Alien beams sliced through titanium hulls as if they were paper, tearing cruisers apart in seconds. Human pilots fought with desperate courage, weaving through impossible fire. Yet for every alien ship disabled, 3 more advanced. Billions watched the live feeds, witnessing extinction unfold in real time. Humanity stood on the edge of annihilation because of a single mistake in transmission. Amid the chaos, the mining engineer responsible for the signal, Elias Ward, was brought before the Global Council. He expected prison, perhaps execution. Instead, alien transmissions began referencing his genetic signature. The ancient Conqueror's code had bonded to his DNA through the pulse. To the invaders, Elias was not prey. He was proof that the tyrant species lived again, and that made him the center of everything. The aliens demanded Elias be surrendered to them. In exchange, they would spare Earth's inner colonies. The Council faced an impossible choice: sacrifice one man to save billions, or defy an unstoppable empire. Elias listened as debates raged above him. For the first time, he understood the weight of history pressing on his shoulders. His mistake had sparked war, but perhaps he could end it. Elias refused to be handed over. Instead, he proposed something unthinkable. He would board the alien flagship voluntarily and confront their leaders directly. Many called it suicide. Admiral Reyes saw something else, a chance to exploit the genetic bond. If the Conqueror's code recognized him, perhaps their command systems would as well. Humanity prepared a covert insertion into the heart of the enemy fleet. The alien flagship was not metal but living tissue, its corridors breathing with organic rhythm. As Elias stepped inside, walls shimmered and systems activated in response to his presence. Soldiers escorted him toward a colossal throne chamber. Every alien eye followed him, not with hatred, but with reverence. For the first time since the war began, the firing across space hesitated. Before him stood the High Regent, last survivor of the coalition that destroyed the ancient conquerors. The Regent knelt. Shock rippled through the chamber. Their sensors confirmed what they feared. The conquered genome had reactivated through humanity. Elias felt power coursing through alien systems, awaiting his command. In that moment, he realized the war was never about revenge. It was about preventing their old master's return. The truth unfolded in fragments. The Conquerors had enslaved entire galaxies using genetic command keys embedded in living warships. When humanity triggered the signal, dormant code sought the nearest compatible host. Elias was genetically altered by radiation from the mining pulse, making him a bridge between species. He was not their emperor reborn, but he could become one, and that terrified them. Human fleets prepared for a final stand, unaware that their enemy now waited for a single word from a human engineer. Through alien channels, Elias saw Earth's defenses collapsing. If he accepted the mantle of Conqueror, he could command the Armada instantly. But doing so risked enslaving every species, just as before. Power offered salvation and damnation in equal measure. In a galaxy built on fear, Elias chose something radical. He refused the throne. Instead of commanding domination, he accessed the fleet's core protocols and rewrote them. His human mind, flawed, emotional, unpredictable, introduced a new directive: coexistence. The act nearly killed him as alien neural energy surged through his body. Outside, the Armada powered down its weapons. The High Regent stared in disbelief as centuries of doctrine unraveled in seconds. Alien ships received new genetic orders, severing the old Conqueror hierarchy permanently. For the first time, the coalition fleets were free from ancient terror. Yet some commanders resisted, unwilling to trust humanity. Civil war ignited among the aliens themselves, fracturing their once united armada. Elias broadcast a message across all frequencies, human and alien alike. He confessed his mistake and accepted responsibility for the war. But he also declared a new alliance forged not by fear, but by shared survival. The words carried weight because he had held absolute power and chosen restraint. Across battlefields, weapons fell silent as hope flickered. The alien civil war burned fiercely, but humanity intervened, not as conquerors, but as mediators. Human cruisers shielded alien vessels that accepted the new directive. Joint task forces formed in hours, blending technology and tactics in ways never imagined. Against the remaining extremist faction, they fought side by side. The galaxy witnessed an impossible sight: former enemies defending one another. The final extremist stronghold hid within a dying star's corona, using stellar radiation as cover. Elias insisted on leading the assault despite his weakening condition. The coalition fleet plunged into blinding plasma storms. Shields buckled, hulls scorched, but human adaptability turned chaos into strategy. They exploited gravitational tides the extremists believed impassable. In the heart of the fortress, extremist leaders attempted to reactivate the ancient Conqueror override. If triggered, it would enslave the fleet once more. Elias confronted them through the flagship's neural core, channeling the last of his strength. He realized the final safeguard required a living conduit to permanently sever the command chain, one that would burn out the host forever. He made the choice without hesitation. Drawing on the Conqueror code within his altered DNA, Elias absorbed the override signal and redirected it inward. The neural blast tore through him, but the command chain shattered across every alien vessel simultaneously. Extremist ships went dark. The corona flared brilliantly as the fortress disintegrated into molten debris. When the light faded, Elias lay motionless. Medical scans showed no remaining trace of the conquered genome. The bond was gone. Humanity no longer carried the tyrant's shadow. The High Regent declared the war officially ended and recognized Earth as equal architect of a new galactic order. Across countless worlds, memorials ignited in silent tribute to the human who chose freedom over dominion. Elias Ward survived, though forever changed. He returned to Earth not as emperor, but as a reminder of humanity's greatest strength: the courage to refuse absolute power. The galaxy once feared our return as conquerors. Instead, it witnessed our choice to protect rather than dominate. From the ashes of accidental war rose an alliance stronger than any empire. And this time, humanity would shape the stars together.